The moment the fraudsters took away the old lady's pension, they would never have imagined that the old lady had such a hardcore neighbor. The moment the old lady raised her gun and killed herself, it also signaled that the fraudsters were about to be taken away by the Grim Reaper, leaving them with nothing but death. The man calmly returned to the fraud center, grabbed the person in charge and threw him out. The glass instantly shattered all over the place, and then pressed him to death on the table. Picked up the binding machine next to the person in charge of the brain box is a slam. The person in charge of the pain tore his heart and lungs, and the staples on his forehead are increasing. He took out his mobile phone and said you had defrauded a grandmother. She was an educator. A mother, you swindled her out of all her money. Yesterday she committed suicide. She was the only one who took care of me. Soon the agents arrived, but Byrne had vanished without a trace. Lisa and her colleagues started looking for clues in the fraud hall, but she accidentally saw the photo that the person in charge had turned over. She rushed to call her colleagues over because they knew exactly where Byrne's next target would be. On the other side, Jack received the news of the special unit's defeat at the same time. He knew that this matter had come to a point of no return, so they had only one option, and that was to call Walker's mother. Walker's mother is a very powerful person because she's the president of the United States, and Byrne's next target was Walker's mother's house because he thought that Walker would go to his mother's house to seek refuge in a desperate situation. And by now, the place is surrounded by bodyguards and guards. There were even helicopters in the air. Lisa has been invited to serve as security. While the guards scrutinize passing cars, Byrne has made his way through the sewers and underneath the estate. The man uses a jack to open the manhole cover just below the big truck. With the aid of his skateboard, he quickly moved under another vehicle, hit his gear in it quickly. Soon the truck is stopped by the guards. A soldier climbed under the truck to check it out and saw Byrne. Byrne quickly subdues him. By the time Byrne came out again, he was dressed as the guard. He managed to infiltrate the manor with little effort. Then he put the time bombs in his bag on each of the surrounding police cars and changed into a new outfit. This is where Walker was hiding. They didn't think anyone would be brave enough to attack the presidential palace, but they underestimated Byrne's strength. Byrne came to the lobby and first intentionally showed his face so that Lisa could catch his position. After seeing Byrne, Lisa quickly informed the other guards to arrest him. The man came to the square uncharacteristically and was soon surrounded by a large number of guards. Byrne followed his orders and fell to his knees with his head in his hands. Everyone thought they had Byrne, but that next moment, Byrne secretly pressed the bomb switch. The guards around the police car were blown away. Byrne immediately got up and grabbed the gun and quickly shot the guards around him. By the time the guards reacted, Byrne had already arrived at the entrance of the villa with a hostage. He easily killed the guards around him. Byrne rushed into the villa like a lion in an uninhabited territory, killing the heavily armed sheep in the building. The guards were helpless and fell to Byrne's sharp fangs. In the corridor, Byrne finally met an opponent. This man is also a formidable opponent. The two had been enemies for years. Tom had his leg removed by Byrne during a mission a few years ago. As the saying goes, when enemies meet, they are very red in the eyes. Tom wanted to kill Byrne to avenge his broken leg. The two fought back and forth. Tom's strikes were ruthless and deadly. Byrne is struggling to cope. However, Byrne is more experienced in fighting, and soon the situation is reversed. He breaks Tom's prosthetic leg and beats him with ease. After taking out Tom, Byrne is ready to retaliate against the president's house, but Jack stops him because Jack knows what losing the president would mean to the country. But Byrne ignores Jack and reaches out and breaks his fingers. Inside the house, Walker is also at odds with his mother because he's doing all this for her, because it takes a lot of money to get votes. The two of them were in an uncontrollable fight. The captain of the bodyguard tries to talk it out, but Walker shoots him dead. The next moment, Byrne blew open the door and waltzed in. Seeing that the situation is over, Walker immediately raised his gun and took his mother hostage. At that moment, Lisa comes in with a gun. Byrne turns his head slowly and looks out to sea. He asked Lisa who she worked for the law or for justice. Walker tried to shoot his mother. Byrne quickly pulled out his gun and killed him. He then quickly got up and jumped out through the glass. Lisa quickly went to the window and called out to Byrne, who was about to run away, but then slowly lowered his gun. Byrne signaled to Lisa, because next, he is going to destroy other fraud gangs' dens and never want to be involved in the world's disputes again. Lisa looked at the direction of Byrne's departure and fell into a deep thought, and everything came to an end at that moment. This is the latest American action film, The Beekeeper, released in 2024. A man seeks revenge on his neighbor's grandmother. A man travels alone to take revenge on a fraud syndicate. Even when he's intercepted by 3 teams of special forces, he's able to eliminate them easily. He finds out who's behind the scam and gets into the presidential villa. When the president's son shoots him, he kills him and jumps out the window. The story is simple and brutal, but with a human face. The grandmother is the only one who has ever taken care of a man. Knowing the truth about the grandmother's fraud, she decisively chooses to take revenge. I am Zero Sense Film. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.